Hey guys, welcome to the final part of showing your showing a location in map thing. And okay, so in this part we will be displaying our location and updating our location, or tracking our location and showing it in map. Okay, so first of all, we have already done requesting the location and getting the location and broadcasting the location. So we now have the coordinates. We just need to display those in our map, right? So if you haven't watched those parts, I'll have the link in the description. You can go and check out those parts where we get the location coordinates. Okay, first we need this dependency for our showing the map. Okay, so I already had synced, so I don't need to sync it. So for you, I'll have this in the description. You can copy paste it and then sync your project. And then now we will be creating a layout to show the map. Up to now we had just done the Java part, so no activity layout was needed. So let's call this main map activity. Okay, and then in here we need a fragment. Let's just give it match parent, and this ID is called map frag. Let's name it map frag. You can call it anything you want. Okay, now one thing you need to remember is it's not like other fragments, so you have to define a class here, and the class is com.google.android.gms.maps.support map fragment. Okay, so you need to define this class. It's very important. Now I didn't remember this. I'm just checking it out from my phone. So it's good if you can remember it, but I didn't. Okay, so now we have our layout ready. This is it for the layout. We just need a map fragment. Okay, and now we go back to our main activity, and first of all we set content view as you always do. Don't forget this part, and then in fact don't forget any part. Okay, now I was just testing it and I already have these things ready. So okay, let's do it again. Just go with me. You just need to define a support map fragment from for our layout. Then you need to define a new Google map, and then you need a new marker, so that this is the marker that will be updating and showing your location wherever you go. So this marker will keep updating, okay, with your current location. Okay, so now we have our variables, we have our layout ready, we have set the content view to our layout. Now what we need to do? So now we need to request the map to be ready. So how do you do that? First of all, we just in here we just set the reference to our map fragment, right? Now typically what you do is you do find view by id and you go r.id.mapfrag, right? So this is not what we do here. First of all, here we need to get support fragment manager, right? And using that you find view by id, and doing just this will give you an error, find view by id. So what we do is find fragment by id. Okay, and then again you'll have this error that says required a support map fragment. You just found fragment, so you just cast it to support map fragment, and then you are done. After this, what we do is we go get map async. So this will load the map async so that your map will be ready. Your map will be loaded. As you can see in apps, whenever you open the app, the map is not directly visible. It is loaded first. The places are loaded. Okay, so and in here there's an error because we need to handle what happens when the map is ready. So you pass this here. Now this will also be an error, as this, if you pass this, you expect main activity to be an implementation of on map ready callback. So press alt enter, and it is and choose the second option that says make main activity implement on map ready callback. Make this and then hit OK. So now we have this on map ready callback. Okay, so what we did is we did this, added the reference to our map fragment, and then we did get map async in our map fragment using our map fragment. Okay, so when the map is ready, this thing will be called. So whenever the map is ready, what we need to do is we need to check if our Google map, what have we named that? We have named it Google map. Let's name, okay, no worries. So we check if our this class is Google map equals to null. Okay, if that is null, what we do is we change or we assign this map class is Google Maps to the Google map that we just received. Okay, so this means that this is the map that is ready, and we assign this to our classes Google map, this dot Google map. So this dot Google map is this Google map. Okay, now we have our map ready, we have everything ready, so we just need to start showing we just need to start showing the location in marker whenever we receive the location update, right? Or update the marker if the marker is already visible. So let's do that. First of all, we check if our Google map is not null, otherwise there will be an error. Okay, so if this is not null, and we are assigning this here in our map ready, so it will not be null after we have received this callback. Okay, so for the first time maybe it is null, so nothing will be displayed, but after 5 seconds is when we receive this location update, right? We will have this map ready for sure, almost for sure. It doesn't take that long. Okay, so we have our lat long here. So what we do is we define a lat lang, new lat lang, and we just pass latitude and longitude here. Okay, so first parameter is latitude, second parameter is longitude, and then we check if a marker has already been added. So why are we checking this? Because if the marker is already added, then we just need to update the location of that marker. Otherwise, whenever you move, there will be a new marker in every one of your previous locations, so there will be a lot of markers. So instead of adding a new marker every time you receive a location update, we just update the location of previous marker. Okay, so we check if marker is not equals to null. That means if that is not null, what we do is we just set the position to new lat lang. Okay, excuse me, the marker will move to this new lat lang if the marker is already present. Okay, if it is not, what we do is we define the new marker options. Okay, so what we do is we go marker options equals to new marker options, and in this marker options you add the position to our lat lang, right? Okay, forgot the semicolon. And in our Google map, oh, not in Google map, what was it? A support map. What was the name? Map fragment dot. Is there a add marker thing here? Okay, it's not here. So it is in fact in Google Maps, guys. I think. Yes, it is in Google Maps. You add the marker options here. The new marker is added, and what it returns is it returns a marker. So our marker becomes this. So from the next time, from the next location of this, we just change the position of this marker. Initially is in this. Next time, this code will run. Okay, so now we just need to move our camera to our new location update, right? So let's say you have a map that's visible and you have moved like few kilometers and the map is still showing at the same place. That doesn't work, right? So we need to move the map with the marker, right? Or with your new position. So for that, what you do is we just animate the map. So, and what was it? It was something like mover. It was animate. Yeah, it was animate camera itself. And in animate camera, you just pass the camera update factory. Okay, and you just zoom it to the current location. Here you pass the current latitude and longitude, and then you pass the zoom level. This is it. So this map will be animated to this new latitude location, latitude and longitude with this level of zoom. So this is it guys. Our location will be constantly tracked and showed in Google Maps. If you have any questions, let me know. Alright, peace out.